Hello lovely parents, welcome back to my channel. My name is Onwa and I am an integrative life coach with a bias to parenting. Today we're exploring something fun, effective and surprisingly powerful. Safe words are the secret signal between you and your child. Nope. This isn't a spy game. It's a parenting tool that's helping families reduce conflict and increase emotional connection. So now, what are safe words? A safe word is simply a pre-agreed word or signal your child can use to say, "I'm overwhelmed," or "I need a break," and you'll honor that. It's also something you can use when you feel yourself getting dysregulated. It creates a pause, a chance to breathe. It helps both parent and child regulate without yelling, threats, or shutdowns. So for example, a toddler might say rainbow when stimulated, or a teenager might say space when a conversation feels too heated, or a parent, might say orange to signal let's pause and return later. The psychology behind this is when we're upset, our logical brain goes offline. But safe words interrupt the spiral and helps shift us back into regulation. They are especially helpful for children who struggle with expressing big feelings or need permission to disengage safely. It teaches our children to advocate for themselves without drama, and it helps us model self-control. So these are steps that could help you create one with your child. And this works best when introduced before there is a problem. Number one, have the conversation. During a calm time, you want to say, "Hey, I was thinking it might be cool if we had a word to help us pause when we're upset." Then number two, let your child choose the word or the signal. It could be something silly or meaningful, but let them choose. Number three, explain the rules. It's not to avoid consequences, but to take a break, calm down, and then return to the issue. Number four, practice it with role play. So just make it fun. For example, the parent could say, "You are really upset because I said no to a sleepover." What could be our signal? The child might maybe now say dragon. And the parent, "Okay, when I hear dragon, I will give you space. And when I say dragon, we pause and return to talk later." So saying dragon does not mean, "Okay, I give in, you can go for the sleepover." No, it means this child now is having a mental breakdown or is not having his way or her way and just wants to keep pushing, but at that point does not know how to contain this big emotion that they are going through. So they are getting really upset. So the child yelling dragon or saying dragon, it should be more like a saying, not a yelling. The child saying dragon just simply tells you that, okay, this child needs space. So you can acknowledge it. Say, "Okay, I'm going to give you some time to cool down and we'll look at this later." So in real life, what this looks like is that you want to imagine some quick scenarios, So for example, for our toddlers, maybe a 3-year-old, when they are beginning to have a meltdown, then when they say dragon or they say turtle, you stop talking, you hold space, and then you later say, "Thank you for telling me you needed a moment." So that's for you and your toddler. Then for the primary age child, so for older children, maybe they are yelling during homework time, they don't want to do homework or it's feeling overwhelming. Then as the parent, you can say blueberry. Then they nod. So you both take a walk and then return to the task calmer. So instead of having those times where we are battling the child, it's a power tussle, the child is overwhelmed, tired, and it's difficult for the child to focus at that point in time. You recognize what your child is going through and you call it. You say blueberry. Maybe that's the safe word you and the child have chosen. The child will acknowledge that, yes, I actually do need space. Then both of you Just take a walk. Then later you come back to the task. For teenagers, the scenario might be screen time use. So you are trying to correct screen time use. They say pause. You agree to revisit in 10 minutes. When you return, the tone is gentler and they feel heard. And parents would usually ask, what if my child abuses it? And that's a good question, right? Boundaries still matter. Safe words are not an exit button from all responsibility. You want to use scripts like, I'm glad you said dragon. Let's take 10 minutes, then come back and finish this conversation. I want to hear you, but we still need to solve the issue. So the goal is not avoidance, it is regulation. I know some days when I really feel overwhelmed and I just need a little bit of me time, I just say, could you give me 15 minutes? And everybody respects that. They all leave my space because mommy has just requested for 15 minutes. So that's me and my own safe word to my children. And they know they should just give me space. And in 15 minutes, I'm ready to take in anything it is that they have to throw at me. Yeah. So have you ever used the signal like this at home? Is it something you think you want to try? Especially in times when your children feel like they are not heard or when it is difficult for them to self-regulate. If you found this helpful, kindly give this video a big fat thumbs up for me and subscribe if you've not done so already. I'm going to be seeing you all in the next one. Bye-bye.